Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for limits for graph sketching. A function f is given by fx is equals to 2x minus 3 over bracket x minus 1 multiplied with bracket x plus 3. Kindly refers to the question. First what we have to do is to find the domain. Refers to the numerator, we have 2x minus 3 where we have the domain negative infinity until infinity for the numerator part. Next refers to the denominator. As we all know, x cannot be equals to 1, x cannot be equals to negative 3. So based on the situation, the domain would be negative infinity until negative 3 union negative 3 until 1 union 1 until infinity, where the 1 and negative 3 is not included. So based on the situation, we have the numerator negative infinity until infinity intersect with the denominator. So we will have the answer for this part will be, this will be the denominator. So the domain would be negative infinity until negative 3 union negative 3 until 1 union 1 until infinity, where the negative 3 and 1 is not included. Continue. Find the xy intercept for the function fx. So here we have the x-intercept and also the y-intercept. In order to find the x-intercept, y is equals to 0. So 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. X will be equals to 3 over 2. So we have the point 3 over 2, 0. In order to find the y-intercept, x is equals to 0. So we have y is equals to negative 3 over, we have negative 1 multiplied with the 3. So finally, the y will be equals to 1. The coordinate will be 0, 1. So here we have the x-intercept, 3 over 2, 0. The y-intercept, we have 0, 1. C. Find the vertical asymptote and also the horizontal asymptote. In order to find the vertical asymptote, what we have to do is to refer to the domain, where we have x is equals to negative 3 and x equals to 1. Limit when x approaching negative 3 from the left. Limit when x approaching negative 3 from the right. For the function, 2x minus 3 over bracket x minus 1, x plus with the 3. 2x minus 3 over, we have x minus 1, x plus with the 3. So kindly refers to the number line where we have negative 3. Negative from the left, we have negative 3.0001. As for the right, we have negative 2.9999. If it refers to the situation, negative 3 from the left, if we substitute, it will become the negative situation for this part. Then we have another negative for this part, and finally we have another negative over this part. So if we multiply, we have answer negative infinity, which denotes that when x approaching negative 3 from the left, the graph will be decreasing. Next, by referring to the right hand side, we have negative 2.999. So if we multiply the negative number with the negative 3, we'll have a negative. Continue, we'll have another negative for this part, and finally we have a positive for this part. So as the graph x approaching negative 3 from the right, the graph will be increasing. So that is the behavior when x approaching negative 3, either from the left and from the right. Limit when x approaching 1 from the left. Limit when x approaching 1 from the right. So we have the function 2x minus 3 over x minus 1, x plus with the 3. 2x minus 3 over x minus 1, x plus with the 3. Next, kindly refers to the number line, we have 1. From the left, 0.9999. From the right, we have 1.0001. If we substitute the situation, and we will have the negative part, if we substitute 0.9999. Continue, for this part, we will have negative as well. Then finally, we have a positive. So as x approaching 1 from the left, the graph will be increasing. Continue, if we substitute 1.0001, and we will have negative over here, negative become positive over here, and then finally positive over here. So as x approaching 1 from the right, the graph will be decreasing. So that is the behavior when x approaching 1 from the left and from the right. So the vertical asymptote will be x is equals to -3 and x is equals to 1. Next, what we have to do is to determine the horizontal asymptote. Limit when x approaching -infinity, 2x plus with the 3 over, kindly take note, we have to expand the denominator, so x squared plus with the 2x minus 3. If we substitute, we will have the indeterminate form. So what we have to do is to divide the highest power of the denominator. Same goes to for the numerator. So my suggestion would be factor out the x squared for all the parts. So x squared, so we will have 2 over x plus with 3 over x squared over x squared multiplied with 1 plus with 2 over x minus 3 over x squared. Simplify. Limit when x approaching -infinity, so we have 2 over x plus with 3 over x squared over, we have 1 plus with 2 over x minus 3 over x squared. So if we substitute the situation, we'll have 0 over 1. So the answer will be 0. So as x approaching -infinity, the value of y will be approaching 0. Continue. Limit when x approaching positive infinity, function will have still the same, 2 over x plus with 2 over x squared over, we have 1 plus with 2 over x minus 3 over x squared. So the value of y will be approaching 0 as well. So horizontal asymptote will be y is equals to 0. Next is to sketch the graph. By referring to the xy axis, first refers to the domain. So here we have -3 and 1 as a vertical asymptote. Next refers to the xy intercept. So we have 3 over 2, 0. So the location for 3 over 2, 0 is over here, because here we have x is equal to 1. So kindly let's say here we have 3 over 2, 0. Continue, we have x is equal to -3. Y-intercept will be 0, 1. Continue, refers to the behavior as x approaching -3 from the left. So the graph will be decreasing. As x approaching -3 from the right, so the graph will be increasing. As x approaching 1 from the left, the graph will be increasing. As x approaching 1 from the right, the graph will be decreasing. Continue. Refers to the horizontal asymptote. As x approaching -infinity, the value of y will be approaching 0. As x approaching positive infinity, the value of y will be approaching 0 as well. So kindly refers to the situation. If we substitute the value of x, let's say -100 or -50, by using the calculator, we notice that we have the value of y as x approaching -infinity. The answer will be less than 0. If we substitute x equals to 50, meaning that when x approaching positive infinity, so the value of y will be approaching 0. So greater than 0. So the graph will be something like this. So that is the function for fx and also the graph for fx.
If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and share this video to your friend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.